You've likely heard of people who collect rare cars or art pieces, but have you ever considered wine? Over the past 50 years, collecting rare bottles of wine has become a serious obsession for dedicated enthusiasts. These collectors are willing to pay any price to acquire the most exclusive wines available. In this video, we'll explore the 5 most expensive wine bottles in the world. Welcome to Wine Basics, where we create educational videos for both beginners and passionate wine lovers. Let's dive in. Chateau Cheval Blanc. Chateau Cheval Blanc, 1947, founded in the 15th century, is one of Saint-Emilion's most renowned estates. Over its 6 centuries of existence, the chateau has consistently produced fine wines that have earned global recognition. In 1944, a new winery was constructed, and today the estate is classified as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The 1947 vintage is widely regarded as one of the best the chateau has ever produced, and it's considered one of the finest wines of the century. This wine is often described as defying the traditional rules of enology. The growing season that year was exceptionally challenging due to extreme heat, and the winemaker employed bold techniques to produce just 110,000 bottles. Despite some flaws in the wine, they were transformed into a complex combination of rich flavors and a lush texture, making it an exquisite drinking experience. The 1947 vintage has since reached legendary status, and as supply dwindles, the prices have soared. In 2010, an imperial bottle, equivalent to 6 liters, was sold for an astounding $34,375 at a Christie's auction. If the buyer chooses to hold on to this rare treasure, it's estimated that it could continue to age beautifully for another 50 years, potentially reaching its peak around 2060. Up next, let's look at number 5, Chateau Mouton Rothschild. Chateau Mouton Rothschild, 1945, originally named Chateau Brand Mouton, was purchased by Baron Nathaniel de Rothschild in 1853 to create a wine to serve at his gatherings. In 1922, the property was renamed Chateau Mouton Rothschild. The 1945 vintage marked a pivotal moment for the estate, as it was the year Baron Philippe de Rothschild, Nathaniel's great-grandson, took over the management of the vineyard. At the time, Chateau Mouton Rothschild was classified as a second-growth wine in the 1855 Bordeaux classification system. Baron Philippe, however, was determined to elevate the chateau's standing. His relentless efforts paid off in 1973 when Chateau Mouton Rothschild was officially promoted to Premier Grand Cru Classé status. For the 1945 vintage, renowned artist Philippe Julian was commissioned to design the label, which featured a bold V for victory and the words Année de la Victoire, Year of Victory, to commemorate the end of World War II. This was particularly meaningful to Baron Philippe, who had been an exiled Jew during the war and had fled to England. The end of the war allowed him to return to his beloved chateau. The bottle in question is a 3-liter Jeroboam, holding the equivalent of 4 standard bottles, and was sold to a private collector in 1997. Interestingly, the artists who designed special labels for the chateau are not paid in money, but instead received 10 cases of Mouton Rothschild. Given the wine's prestige, that sounds like a very generous compensation for their artwork. Screaming Eagle Cabernet Sauvignon. 1992, number 4 on the list is the Screaming Eagle Cabernet Sauvignon. 1992, which marks the first vintage of this highly coveted wine. Produced in 1992, it is arguably the most prestigious cult wine in the United States. This limited edition Bordeaux-style blend, predominantly made with Cabernet Sauvignon, is crafted by the renowned winemaker Heidi Barrett. The estate, located in Oakville, Napa Valley, produces a mere 500 to 600 cases of this exceptional wine annually, making it incredibly rare and highly sought after. Screaming Eagle fetches astronomical prices at auction houses and is often featured on the wine lists of elite restaurants known for their expensive, fine wine selections. In 2000, when the wine was still less than a decade old, a bottle was put up for sale at a charity auction in Napa Valley. The wine, which had a limited release in 1995, had already become a symbol of exclusivity and rarity, significantly increasing its value and desirability. The bidding was fierce, and one buyer was willing to pay an astounding $500,000 to add this prized bottle to their private collection. Next, let's look at number 3, Domaine de la Romanée Conti, 1945. Number 3 on the list is the Domaine de la Romanée Conti, 1945, often shortened to DRC. Founded in 1942, DRC is located in the Romanée Conti vineyard in the Côte de Nuit region of Burgundy, France. Widely regarded as one of the rarest, most expensive, and consistently ranked as one of the finest wines in the world, Domaine de la Romanée Conti has over 1,500 years of history. Under the guidance of legendary winemakers Albert de Villaine and Henri-Frédéric Roch, along with additional support from Lalou Bis-Leroy, between 1974 and 1992, the estate continued to produce extraordinary wines. The estate remained under their meticulous leadership until the death of Henri-Frédéric Roch in 2018. The Domaine de la Romanée Conti estate is considered the most iconic in Burgundy, and the prices for its wines are a reflection of its prestige. In 2018, a bottle of the 1945 vintage was sold at auction by Sotheby's, New York. Only 600 bottles of this vintage were made, and it has often been referred to as a unicorn vintage due to its rarity and legendary status. Until just a few years ago, the 1945 DRC was the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold at auction. And finally, the Setting Wines Glass Slipper Vineyard, 2019. In 2014, 3 friends, including winemaker Jesse Katz, who had spent 15 harvests working at renowned estates such as Chateau Petrus, came together to create the Setting Wines. Their goal was to craft a collection of luxury wines using grapes sourced from the best growers in Sonoma and Napa counties. The estate has earned a reputation for producing one-of-a-kind bottles for charity auctions, with proceeds supporting important causes such as the Tony Hawk Foundation, which helps low-income youth, and the Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund, which supports the conservation of endangered mountain gorillas. The 2019 vintage of the Setting Wines is made from Cabernet Sauvignon grapes sourced from the prestigious Glass Slipper Vineyard in Oakville, California. Only 900 standard bottles were produced, making it an extremely rare find. At a local fundraising event, a 6-liter bottle was sold, significantly boosting its value due to its limited edition and charitable purpose. The most expensive wine in the world. And that concludes the list of the 5 most expensive wines in the world, with a bonus wine from space. Comment below and let us know the most expensive bottle of wine you've ever purchased. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Don't forget to hit the bell for updates. Share your rare wine experiences in the comments below. Cheers and see you next time.